To place a pivot bang in the hair, we need to start with the sectioning. To start sectioning, you're going to find the center 6-point at the front hairline and just make a center 6-point part. How far back you go with that part, you use your roller. Place your roller on the front of the hairline and then lay it down. And that will tell you the point where your 6-point part, center part, has to stop. To see how wide your section is, again use your 6-point and measure length of a roller, length of a roller. Once you've determined those parts, you just make a curved parting. Remember, target part to your finger. So from your back section, curved part, and you will have 2 sections, and then all we have to do is divide these 2 sections in half so that we have 4 sections. When you divide in half, always remember where your point is. Your point is at the front. It is not at the back, not here. It's at the front hairline. Section through the point and divide this section in half. So your target is the half, the middle of this section. So through the point to the middle target part, and the same thing on the other side, through the point to the middle. And that gives you your 4 sections to place your pivot bang. When you're doing a pivot bang, you can use cylinder rollers, which most salons do because a lot of salons do not have tapered rollers, or you can use tapered rollers. The difference between the two, remember, is your cylinder rollers are the same diameter throughout. A tapered roller will be narrower at one end compared to the other end. To start with, you always want to position your body on the opposite side of your first roller. So this roller here, I'm going to put in, this is going to be the upsweep roller. The hair is going to upsweep and then come down and cover part of the forehead. You can place these rollers on base, half base, off base, or a combination of on and half. It just depends upon the style and what you're trying to achieve. So we're going to place that first roller in there. Remember, form your pocket, little pocket for the roller to sit, and we just do that by rolling our comb, forming that pocket. We're going to follow the diagonal line of our section. Make sure that hair is sticking. And clip from the back. Our second roller, we're going to follow our 6-point parting. We want to roll up. Again, I'm going to move my body. My body is going to be standing directly out from my comb. As I do this one, you can see the middle section of this section. It changes, so my body has to move to follow the curve that I'm putting in this hair, to follow the movement. Place your second roller in. And you'll notice when you get near the center, there is a little bit of drag. And that's because you're using cylinder rollers. If you were using tapered rollers, this would snug right up to the point. But the drag is normal when you're using your cylinder rollers. Now we find the center of this section and place your comb, and that's where your body should be positioned, is right out from that comb. Follow the curve of what you're doing. And now we're going to follow this angled line here, this parting, and position the roller to follow that parting. And then our last one, I'm going to have to move again. You can see where the center is. So my body needs to stand out at the end of my comb here, so I have to move again. still form your pocket. And this last one is clipped at the point. I used a different color clip so that you can always remember which one is clipped at the point. So we can see that pivot happening. It's quite evident. We can see that all the hair is coming from one section, from one point. All the hair is being directed from that point. Everything's rolling the same way, and yet we're going to have an upsweep here, and then it's going to cover her forehead on the other side. And that is a pivot bang.